Oh my god, just look at the intensity, man. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh my god. So there is always a dispute, guys, as to which one is more lethal, the AC current or the DC current. AC current, we all know, through live experiment from a very young age in front of our parents. So if you have ever gone through an experience of an AC current shock, just like and subscribe this video. But what about DC current shocks? Let me tell you guys, victims who have experienced DC shock tells us that they were unable to pull their hand back as because DC current flows continuously. It's not like AC current, which is alternating in nature. Here we need to understand that the effects of experiencing a DC shock is completely different from an AC shock. In an alternating current circuit, you will obviously get a chance to save yourself just because of its alternating nature. The system for a fraction of a second will pass through a 0 point, and that is the point where the chances of escaping it is high. In my previous video, I have already highlighted that the system voltage of a photovoltaic plant in the current market has already upgraded from 1000 volt VDC to 1500 volt VDC, and who knows, in order to enhance the efficiency of a solar power plant, we can also achieve 2000 VDC in the next year. So automatically the chances of getting electrocuted by a DC current is all-time high. So just have a look at this arc. It is around 800 volts. Now just imagine an arc in comparison to this one, which will be around 2000 volts. Trust me, it will be the last thing which you will touch. So moving around in a solar plant without any electrical protection is something which I would never recommend. Also, it is impossible to make toilets for the maintenance team in between the solar arrays just because of the very confined space between the arrays. Or let's just say making toilet is not profitable because toilet at the end of the day will not produce any electricity. So usually what happens in a utility solar power plant, that the toilets which are made for the maintenance team is usually very far, and you need to walk an ample amount of distance in order to reach the toilets. People who are maintaining the plant, who are doing the maintenance, let's say the cleaning of the solar modules or whatever technical maintenance, what they are doing, they are taking a leak just near the structure or somewhere around the solar structure, which is very dangerous. Trust me, it is an instant kill and it will be the last leak which you will take. I mean, this is something which is really obvious, and people who are working in the solar industry, especially in the utility solar power plants, are aware about it. And installers and designers will never talk about it. As I said that making a public toilet is obviously not profitable because at the end of the day, it is not generating any power. On a serious note, I would like this to be included in any sorts of HSE training which is happening on the site, especially for the people who are working near the structure or around the solar power plant. Because taking a leak near the solar structure can be really lethal. Imagine there is a DC fault, there is a cable insulation failure on that particular structure where you are going to take your leak. That will be really dangerous. But if you are an engineer and you have taken a leak in a utility solar power plant somewhere near the structure, like and subscribe the video. But after like and subscribe, never do it again. Similar is applicable to the people who are cleaning the solar PV modules with fresh water. You can also get electrocuted. As I have already highlighted in my previous video that cleaning solar PV modules with fresh water is the worst thing to do. You know, always use dry cleaning method to clean solar PV module instead of using fresh water. Fresh water is already a luxury to many across the world, but the solar radiation will be here on our planet. Let's say the nearest guess I can make is 1 billion years. So please save water. We live on a planet of finite resources, so it is very easy to understand that we cannot have infinite consumption. Stay safe, stay eco-friendly.